What is up, guys? This is Dead Rockstar, and this is a review for Black Mesa Hazard Course. Hazard Course is an add-on for Black Mesa Source, which runs on the Source SDK-based 2007 engine, which means this mod is more of like an add-on, or as folks from my day would say, expansion pack.
Climbing ladders in your suit may be a bit tricky. Take some time to practice it here.
I can't believe they still think...
This is version 1.0 of the mod, released December 29th. This version runs on the source mod version of the game. The folks over at PSR Digital are actually working on a version for the Steam release of Black Mesa, which is currently in beta, so hopefully this won't be the last release we'll see from PSR. Anyway, to the actual review. So you need the mod version of Black Mesa Source installed. Then you can go ahead and install Hazard Course. Hazard Course doesn't actually show up in the Steam library. In fact, it adds a menu option into Black Mesa Source, so you can start the mod from inside the game, just how the original Hazard Course was.
Take a moment to familiarize yourself with basic movement.
Just like bacon and anything, pizza and beer, Hazard Course is a perfect complement to Black Mesa Source. Also, if you're a fan of the original Black Mesa and what it did for Half-Life, there's no doubt you'll like this mod as well. I forgot to mention, if you're not familiar with Hazard Course, it was a training level of the original Half-Life game. A few years ago, Black Mesa Source was released, which is a remake of most of the Half-Life story. However, it didn't include everything the original game did. So, the goal of Hazard Course was to remake it under the influence of Black Mesa. You could consider me part of that fan club. Black Mesa Hazard Course has been crafted with painstaking accuracy, but features new bits for us too, receiving a bit of a refresh. Overall, I think the maps are beautiful. Spaces between the actual Hazard Course have been revitalized. They really feel like they're part of a workspace and they're lived in. Besides the general pep talks you get at the end of each hazard,
Good work, Gordon. You're quiet as a church mouse.
the dialogue has received the same treatment as the maps. Occasionally, as you're going along, they'll patch in with a bit of commentary on Gordon or the course,
I can't believe they still think they need to teach people how to use ladders.
which adds for a fun layer of immersion to the game. I think my favorite thing is, they just didn't port the maps over and call it good. The developers thought of ways to make the Hazard Course come to life.
If you're here to see someone at the Habitoran payroll office, better just have a seat.
Welcome to the Black Mesa. One moment. Control? Control! Can someone please explain to me why this guy looks like an orange tank?
Nothing to be alarmed about, Range.
The sound design of the mod is on par with the rest of it. The voice acting is entertaining and features the same folks who did voices for Black Mesa. The ambience is what we would expect from anything in the Half-Life universe, but I would like to point out a few things. So you guys know how weird I am. I really like my details. I thought it was really cool to hear the humming noises coming from the back of the vending machines. How cool is that? Oh yeah, did anyone else think the walking noises sounded really good too?
Aren't these sensors working? I hope they're not needed for today's training run. Ah, a salutation!
Now that I think about it, I'm not really sure if they're really obnoxious or really good sounding. For the sake of review, I'm gonna go with really good. You decide.
Best of luck. Welcome to the Hazard Course, Doctor.
All in all, it's safe to say if you like Black Mesa, you'll like this. You don't get to kill anything, but I can really appreciate the care that was taken into making this mod, especially for those of us who are really nostalgic.
Please enter.
Once again, I am Dead Rockstar from modinformer.net. If you enjoy my videos, do me a favor and spread the word. Tell your mom, your cat, or do what most people do, just share us on Facebook. And until next time, why play new games when we have mods?
Spot